Hello everybody, thank you very much for joining us, and I welcome all of you to this session. Today we're going to talk about the back strain which bothers most of the people in the world, and the back strain and the back pain. So we're going to take you through a series or a sequence of exercises which is going to do both the release of the pain as well as strengthening your back. But each body is made in a different way. So one set of exercise may not suit the other. So please be very careful and follow the instructions as much as possible. We devise the whole thing over a period of time. We have how shall I put it? We have made it as conducive as possible to people suffering from mild, mere, and more kind of pain. And we've always seen that the progressive back pain becomes far less when you practice these set of sequences of yoga postures. And mostly we'll be doing the releases first for the yoga, so your muscles begin to relax. So it's not yoga poses. It's wrong to call that it's a sequence filled with yoga poses, but yoga releases are more important. And ensure that you are breathing. Even when I say that you take a deep breath during your pose and then tilt to one side and twist to the other side. If you are unable to do it, please do not hold your breath. Make certain you are breathing continuously. The flow is there. Never mind. The breathing part of it can be learned individually, separately, dedicated in an entirely different session. But make certain every now and then to check that you're not holding on to your breathing. This is very simple to do set of exercises, which in case most of us can do, but caution is necessary. Do not presume anything. We set this as a standard for people suffering from back pain. But again, in repeating what I said earlier, it requires initial counseling and to get a doctor's opinion before you start with the yoga practice when you have any kind of a discomfort or dis-ease to the body, especially the spine, because the central nervous system. So let's not mess about with your spine. But the sooner we start exercising our back, the better it is for you to get rid of the future uncontrollable pain to the back, which nearly 80 to 90 million people around the world are suffering from. And to add, exercises alone will release the back pain. Is neither a correct statement nor a wrong statement. Because if you make these exercises work on you according to your back pain, then yes, it'll definitely work. Yoga alone can be enough for that. Physical therapy and the yoga practices, in conjunction with the doctor's advice, may ease off your back pain. Now what we are trying to do here is to take less and less of medication. So your body, your fighting agents inside your body and the postures and the alignment are able to work along with you parallelly to support you. So there are many aspects that are involved in it. Even your food matters a great deal, and the timing of the food, and then how much of sleep you get, and how we arrange your spine. Like we say always, the spine crawls up your back. When that happens, it's a warning sign that your spine is weak. So, not to make it too much, but these are essential dialogues which we follow usually in a face-to-face session. So as much as possible, I'm trying to put it in a nutshell. So when you practice on your own, watching this video, or you're following the sequence set in this video, it'll be easier. However, I would still say that instead of online or as a group class, it's better for you to consult with the yoga instructor and take an opinion about how your back is and give more details or give her more details. So we can kind of adjust it and give you alterations at how to move your body. Say for instance, when you're coming to a forward bend, you need to raise your knees so that your back is not strained. So forward bending exercises are mostly to release your hamstrings. But then the priority, if your back is strained, is the spine and not the hamstrings. So slowly when you release your tight hamstrings, the back pain may also get released, because it's found that people with tight hamstrings are definite candidates for back pain. And back pain is perhaps the easiest pain to be released when you follow a set sequence which is shown or guided to you by a certified instructor. Again, each body is different. It's like a trouser size. You cannot follow one set of exercise for all of them having back pain. And age matters too. So life stage again is very important. You were doing what you are doing at the age of 20. You may not be able to do the same thing at the age of 50. But then again, it's become a fashion to acquire these back pain and other hip pain and other strains in the body at an early stage. So you can go either to a physical therapist or a chiropractor or a doctor for that matter to release the back pain. So what we are trying to do is to avoid you going to any of these persons, but do some movements of yoga, not doing yoga in a group class where the others are able to do it, and it creates a kind of a competition that I'm not able to do it, and a 50-year-old man is going to do better than I am. That's not so. Again and again, it's each body, each frame, each muscle set, everything is different. So please follow set sequence. Please contact us to give you more details. Whether you do it with us or with anyone else, please make certain that he or she is aware of the pain, where exactly is bothering you, and it should be done based on the medical practitioner's report only. With this, we're going to begin. When I say sometime in singular or sometime I say in plural. When I'm saying it in plural, it means a set of yoga instructors, we work together. When I'm talking in singular, that means that as I am doing this in front of this camera to show you the movements. So I'll be altering between the I and the we, the singular and the plural. Okay, please bear with me. Thank you very much. And let's begin the show. Let's begin the session. Sit comfortably. Every now and then, if you feel that you have a strain either to the hip sides or to the back or any part of the body, you can always stretch both your legs up. Place your hands behind with the fingers away from your body and just lift through the chest. Drop your shoulders back and out. Take a deep breath and exhale slowly. Inhale again, deep breath. As you close your eyes and imagine the air passing through the spine and massaging every disc, every nerve, and then release. So the basic principle of breathing is, as you inhale, and the abdomen or the belly or the lower half of the body puffs out. As you exhale, you suck in your abdomen gently. And this is a basic way in which the correct way of breathing. So, said that, if you're not comfortable, find a wall like this behind me, you can see. So you draw your body all the way towards, and then set your spine on the wall, and then go with either the cross-legged pose, or you can spread your legs in this way, and then settle down. The palms should be facing the ceiling, so we are more relaxed. And all the functions of the body are the same, excepting that your spine is not strained in any way. And drop the shoulders back towards the wall and keep the chin parallel. And just close your eyes and release all the strain from the back. This is a basic way of releasing your back strain. I think all of you should be doing it somewhere during the midday or when you're working. Especially those tough days. Most of you have tough days all throughout the year. So you need to relax that. And the second point is that when you're resting your spine like this, you are able to focus the energy being spent on other parts of the body and the brain function without getting agitated. So there are two kinds of stress. One is the muscle stress, the second one is the mental stress. It's become once again a part of the working community to gain both of this, the muscle stress as well as the mental stress. Added to that is your food habits and the late sleeping time, and not sleeping or enough number of hours contribute to the acidity and tightness in the body. All this once again go back to straining your back considerably. So when you're okay with that, just stay for a minute or so and then get back again to the mat. By the way, make certain that you lay a mat on the ground so the floor is not too hot for you, one. And then there is a uniform temperature maintained so that you don't feel any discomfort and start moving about from side to side. Sit comfortably. So the alignment, let's begin with postural alignment, which is the first thing you do to release the back pain or any kind of a strain to the body. So your head should be over your heart should be over your hips. So lean the upper body slightly back so you're able to do that more effectively. Every now and then the gravity pulls you forward and down. So we have tendency to lean slightly forward. When seen from the side, it makes a lot of sense. So I'm sorry, I'll be adjusting my pack so that you can see me better. So this is what happens when you can see that I'm able to put my upper body totally relaxed and the chin is parallel. This is my side profile. And this side profile, instead of becoming taller and the spine tall and erect and the back straight, it slightly leans forward without you being conscious of it. So what I was trying to tell you earlier is that every now and then make certain that lean your upper body, so once again your head over your heart and heart over your hips. And then place both the hands, if it is still bothering you, place your hands so, not too far away. This is wrong. This is correct. And don't put too much pressure on the palms. Press the palms to the ground with the fingers spread out and then slightly lengthen the spine. So that disallows the disc from pressing on the nerves. Now take a deep breath again. Lift your chin slightly and then exhale slow and nice. This again will release your back strain. Try to understand the difference between the back strain and the back pain. The back strain is the first part of it, followed very closely by the back pain. So at the stage when there is a back strain to you, if you try and release by doing effective exercises, good posture and alignment, and good way of living, you need not go to the next stage of back pain. So get back again, or you could sit comfortably like so. Now once again is going to support your spine, support your back and shoulder, and drop your shoulder slightly back. And then with the chest heaves out as you breathe in, take a deep breath. Lift your chin slightly and exhale slowly, bring it down, but don't slump your spine like so. Inhalation and exhalation, when I say is inhale, the chest heaves out. And as you exhale, the lung collapses. Inhaling again, deeper. Don't push your lower back inside. The chest heaving is more important for the lungs to take in a lot of air. Lungs are fully open, so you send a lot of air into the lungs to get it filtered and push it down the diaphragm and the abdomen. Exhale, slowly squeeze the abdomen inside. So that's why you release, which you should be doing it at least once a day. Or you can do this sitting on your chair or your desk, or you can come out. But please do not choose a couch or a sofa set or a settee which sinks inside. It should be firm under your bottom or under your seat, under your butt. So I sit comfortably. Now we are going to talk about the breathing. Deep breathing, it has got three parts: lungs, diaphragm, and the abdomen. Imagining a balloon, when you take a deep breath, the bottom gets filled, abdomen, and then the middle, the diaphragm. The lungs does the function of constantly taking the air, filtering and sending it down, and then the abdomen puffs out. And as you exhale, like deflating a balloon, it goes inside. So inhalation, out, exhalation, in. Unfortunately, for more than 75% of the population, we still do the reverse breathing. And stress also causes you to do the reverse breathing. So when you breathe in, quite a few of us suck in our abdomen inside, and when you breathe out, we puff our abdomen out. This is called reverse breathing. The other set of people, the same set of people, once again, also cannot take it down below the chest level. That's known as a short breathing. So when you breathe in, it should go beyond the chest, down all the way to the pit of the abdomen, so the oxygenated blood and the oxygen travels down, deep down, and goes and rejuvenates those parts and make them active. Those parts are buried deep inside the larger part, like the liver and the stomach. So we have the spleen, the pancreas, and other organs of the body which is relatively smaller in size. So when you do the deep breathing, sit tall, like we explained it to you earlier. Take a deep breath and feel the air going through. But if at this point of time you are not able to send it down, it reaches only the chest level or even the heart level, then don't push it down, because you're not pushing the abdomen with the air. You're actually pushing the muscles of the abdomen and straining your lower back and pushing the spine forward. This will cause more concern to the spine and your back pain. Let it happen slowly. It might take a month, 2 months, 6 months, but you practice continuously, and progressively you can make certain that you are able to take the air down, the oxygen down, and you can feel more comfortable while doing it. And the best way would be to think that you're traveling down to the oxygen, so that you are able to see the oxygen prevailing throughout your body. And as you exhale, squeeze the abdomen, it releases all the toxins. And then it becomes a conditioned action between the brain, the heart, and the nervous system, transporting messages to and fro, from the brain. So let's make it as simple as possible. While explaining the breathing process, it may look complicated to you, but in simple terms, imagining a balloon, inflation and deflation will make it as simple and as easier as possible. All you require is a sustained practice of the breathing. And this part of the breathing is the whole what we call as a pranayama. So when you are not able to do the pranayama well, it turns out to be tramayama. There's a lot of stress in the body and you suffer truly. So let's go, beginning with that. That was the first part of the 3-part breathing. The second set of breathing, which I'm going to demonstrate to you, is you place the left palm on top of the thigh, with the palms facing the ceiling. Thumb and the index finger touch loosely, not too tight, not too stiff. 3 fingers flowing down towards gravity, and then lengthen the knee as much as you can. Straighten back. Remember, the spine can never be straight. So the back straight and the spine tall and erect is the correct way of explaining the posture. Now, with the right hand, form a fist. Little finger and the next finger and the thumb. Now, this kind of formation is taught by different schools of yoga in a different way. So the basic posture of holding the right hand is so. And then again, I'm going to talk about how you do the exhalation from the left nostril first, and inhale the same nostril, block the left nostril, and flow out through the right nostril, block again. So one exhale, one inhale, left nostril, one exhale, one inhale, right nostril, and continue the process of breathing. Eventually, when you wish to come out of the breathing process, you release from the right nostril and stop. So you begin with the left exhalation, you end it with the right exhalation. Again, different schools of thought teach you in a different way. They are not wrong. I'm not wrong either. So it's just a different way of doing the process of breathing. Should be exhalation, release toxins before, so that you can make more space in your body for a nice set of air and oxygen to be taken inside your body. So now it is sticking on to one way of alternate nostril breathing. That's what this breathing is called. Is you put your right thumb and block your right nostril. Do not push your nose to the side. That place it in the fat tissue here on the side, and then block it. You need not bring your head down and your neck strain. Look straight ahead. So, it's quite clear that you begin with the left exhalation, And then inhale through the same nostril, exhale, right, inhale, right. And you keep alternating one nostril to the other. So one exhale, one inhale, one nostril, one exhale, one inhale, the other nostril. So you begin with the left exhalation, and we wish to end the process of breathing. You exhale through the right nostril and release. Now, let's put our palms together. Let's begin with the postural alignment. Adjust yourself. Like I said earlier, anytime you feel that you're getting the blood flow strained or arrested, you can lean back, stretch both your legs, drum your calf and thigh muscles to the ground, and then get back again for the blood flow. And it'll be more comfortable. Or if you're still uncomfortable, the wall of the back supports you a great deal. So choose a place where it can be comfortable. But when you're going to do it in a group, or you're going to do it in your workplace, then I would say that lean back in the chair and relax, and then get back again. But you won't be able to stretch perhaps when you're sitting in a chair at your desk. So you need to raise up from your seat and allow the blood to be drained down towards your feet, which is better always. You do it at least every 45 minutes of your work time. So let's begin. Posture first. Palms together with the chin parallel to the floor, tallest finger pointing towards the chin. Close your eyes. Open the shoulders slightly back there. But don't push your mid back. The belly button should be taken towards the spine, and not the spine pushed towards the belly. So you need to relax your lower back. It has a natural curve, the lower back. Let's not exaggerate it. Relax your shoulders, relax your neck. And take the forearms and the elbows parallel to the floor. Close your eyes for a few seconds. Scan through your body, see how you feel. Be calm and nice. Make as minimum movements as possible. Freeze yourself completely. Do not even move the eyeballs within the closed eyes. But in the process of freezing yourself, do not stop your breathing or pause your breathing. You breathe normally. Do not deep breathe at this point of time. And the normal breathing is a conditioned action by the body between the brain, nervous system, and the heart. All functions are go now. It's so amazing that the body takes care of itself. All we have to do is to support and do some alignment postures and deep breathing and some movements. Now, slowly shift that leg. So you'll be more comfortable. You'll become aware that sitting with your right leg forward, for right-handers mostly, is more comfortable than putting the other leg forward. So you need to constantly shift that leg and the foot forward and back, so you get used to settling down on your seat more comfortably. Again, give about 15 seconds with the right leg in the front and the left leg in the front. That will allow you to move your hip and also transport blood all the way down to the lower half of the body. And I'll come back to the comfortable way. If you feel that while doing the movements, the left leg in the front, which you're not so much used to, is bothering you, just switch your leg and go back again with the right leg to the front. And then let's begin with the movements. These are yoga releases. So we do the stretches vertical first. Inhale, out and up, all the way up. Hands close to the ear. And the head is snugly in between the hand. And if your neck is strained slightly, look down. Take the hand well beyond. Inhale again. As you exhale, flow. A generous full flow. And back to Namaste. And again, go for a second time. Inhale, out and up. And exhale, down again. See how you feel. Don't tense any part of your body. And now, horizontal. Inhale in a semicircle. Exhale, chest opening. Should feel the chest expanding. Inhale again. Exhale, back to Namaste. Inhaling again, deeper. Exhale, back. Inhale again and exhale in, relax. Now go all the way up again. There's a lateral bending. Move only from the hip above. The bottom or the buttocks should not move. Go. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the side. Inhale to the center. Keep the hands close if you can. But initially, because of the lack of muscle strength, it may bend so. But slowly work on it. And then move to the other side. Getting back to the center. Get down slowly, nice and easy. Relax. And the fourth of the initial stretches is a twisting. From the last rib cage, move from the hip and then the shoulders. Go to your right side. Inhale again. Move to the left. Get back again to the center. Move to your right. Back again to the left. Get to the center again. And get the palms straight down. Release and relax. Now let's go down to the hips and give the body a little bit more relaxation. Right hand behind you, diagonally. Left hand cupping the kneecap. Do not lean back. Don't put too much pressure on the hand behind. Inhale and exhale, twist. Inhale to the center, exhale. See how the body moves? And now when I do the second time, I'll slowly move on to the side for you to notice how it moves. So you're not leaning back. So this is incorrect. And this is much better with the spine tall and erect. And then as you twist, you feel it to the opposite hip here. And then twist to the side. Don't turn and look back, that'll strain your neck. So just a slight tilt to the head and look into the side will help a great deal. Inhale again and exhale. Hand goes diagonally, as you can see, and then closer to the body. And this is wrong, not resting on the palm. And then twist, 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 twist. You get a beautiful release to the side. Now the same way you do across. This is for the entire spine. Left hand to the right kneecap, twist to the right. And the right hand to the left kneecap, twist. Just twice the releases. The first time it was for the hips. The second time it was the spine. Get back to the center again. And now let's release the sides a little bit. So put your right palm outside, fingers pointing away from you. Take the left hand over, close to your ear, and bring the entire left side to the right. And now, this is quite common because of the stiffness of the muscle. So you need to bring the right shoulder forward slightly, taking the left shoulder back. So the shoulders and the hips are square, and then lean. It's not, height is unimportant, it's how far you go down is unimportant. What is important is how much you reach out. And then move the left hip back. Stay just for about 5 seconds. Inhale, come up slowly. Initially you will find the breathing is difficult or hard because of the tightness of the muscle. And let's go again to the other side. So the spine, take your spine along with you. Get back to the center. Now interlace your fingers behind and stretch well. Open the shoulders, open the chest, lift your chin up and see how far you can go. And it opens up right from the collarbone and the chest, and you feel it to the shoulders or the blade and the upper back. Do the same, pulling those hands away from you as if someone is trying to pull the hands away, and pull the upper body slightly back. You feel it. Again, a stretch to the upper back. And release and relax.
So profile of this. Profile of this one. The hand at the back.
Yeah.
You could show it across.
Oh, okay. I'll see how it is done. Once again, it's on it. So to the side. So you can see the side profile and seeing how it is done. So you just open the shoulders. Fingers loose, not held too tight. So loosen up, loosen up. Don't spend your energy or waste your energy. Now only to the extent what is being demonstrated here is a beginner level, so you may not find that I'm going too far in order to coax you into doing anything beyond your capacity. So open the chest, raise your hand, lean the upper body back, and then stretch well. You see how the back is stretching very well. And raise, 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 raise. The moment you see that you're not able to breathe and you're just crowding your shoulders forward, or you're straining your neck, loosen up and come down. And you do the same thing this way, so you feel the same movement, stretching well. A slight rounding of the upper back will actually make you feel good. And the length in the spine, adjust yourself and release again. So that makes it easier for you to do these exercises. It's preparing your body to do the yoga poses, but these are definitely a part of yoga, what we call as a yoga releases. So we talked so far about the yoga releases, which once again is a part of the yoga training. And it's not yoga poses, yoga releases, especially for those suffering from the back strain. Now we will move on to the next section to show you how you do the supine, or lying on your spine, and do some movements which will release your back pain. The most important thing is how you go back towards the ground, not in any aggressive or agitated movement, but in a slow, relaxed way. So I'm going to show you the incorrect way first. So you go, most of us we go when you want to lie down on the bed this way. So the spine is pulled, the gravity is pulling the spine, and this is what happens to you. That increases your back pain. When opposed to that, what we do is slowly move on to any one side and then roll up gently and come up. So let's go back again from the sitting posture to the lying down posture. So stretch both your legs on the outside and gently move to the side. And then make certain you are within the mat, or within the mat. Of course, you will be in the bed within. And then go for a few seconds spent on your, this is called, like many of us are side sleepers. So perhaps throughout the night, or most part of the night, you'll be sleeping so. But if you have back pain, and if you wish to, you're a back sleeper, and you want to bring the spine down on the floor, I would prefer you to raise both your knees sometime. And then that puts the spine, especially the lower back, flat on the ground, and your feet are firmly on the ground. The distance between the feet and the knees and the hips should be the same. So this relaxes your back to a considerable extent. And also don't push your belly up and your spine up. Try to drop. Very important, this part of it, is you drop your spine to the floor mat or to the mattress, and the floor mat to the ground. That's how it works. And if your back is still bothered, we have some movements for you which will help you. And release the feet off the ground, cup your kneecap, and then bring slowly the knees and the thighs towards your chest, holding firmly. Your focus is totally on the spine, how it is brought down to the floor mat. And that kind of massages the spine well and releases most of the back pain. And the next move would be circular movements, clockwise, a couple of times. Focus again on the spine and the sides of the hip. And then counterclock movements 2 or 3 times. And then when you get to the center, move both the knees from side to side. This is for the sides of the spine and the sides towards the hip sides. And then very gently pull the knees and the thighs towards your chest. Feel a beautiful massage up to your mid-back. Drop your shoulders down. And when you push the knee away from you, you will feel it traveling down all the way to the tailbone. But don't bring the feet down to the ground. And then slowly pull back again. A lovely massage, a great release to the back pain. And get back again to the center. And then hold the knees slightly, move the knees out, move the knees in. Areas to watch and not to do is this. This is incorrect. This is correct. Don't overlap one toe on top of the other. Keep the feet parallel. so that when you're doing the knee movement, you just open up nice and easy. The lower back slightly raises and it gets back again. It gives you a beautiful stretch. And once again, bring it in, take it away, and then raise both the knees up. Both the feet up. Stretch to the extent you can and get it down. You can feel the knee joint moving in your palm. Go, bend up and down and up and down. A gentle cycling if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Transporting the blood down. This also works very well for varicose veins and for spider webs. And go again. And then slowly bring the feet down. Relax for a while. Take a deep breath. Make certain that you're not pushing your spine up. Drop your spine to the ground. And relax. Make certain you are within the limits of the mat, and also you're not dropping your head too much behind that to transport the saliva towards your face and make it difficult for you to breathe. So everything should be set well. Shoulders to the ground. Center your head. That's expression, so that you can truly relax and put your spine to the ground. And walk your knees slowly, walk your feet slowly back. And put the palms down on the side. Palms facing down, not up, not this way, this way. And press the feet to the ground, shoulders drop to the ground again, and we are going to what's commonly known as a bridge pose. So keep, again, the distance between the knee the same. And don't push your spine up, you push your hips up. The knee should not go beyond the ankle bone, so this is incorrect. What is correct is press on the feet and then raise your hips. Don't curve your spine. Hips up, hips up, hips up, hips up, hips up again, and slowly come down and get the knees towards the chest. Once again, you feel the hip going flat on the ground. And then put the feet down, relax. Take a deep breath, send it down the spine and exhale slowly and relax. Exit, see how you are. When you extend the legs, the lower back will curve. When you raise your knees and bring the feet closer, you can feel that the spine is flat on the ground nearly. And then put your hands to the shoulder level and bring the knees, pile one knee on top of the other, push them to the left side, and then turn your head to the right, and then move back to the other side. Go back. Do not strain yourself. Do not feel that you need to push your knee all the way. The movement is from the hip side here, and the shoulder on the ground, palm facing the floor, and then turn your head. Never strain yourself. Move back again to a couple of times. You can do these twists. It's very good for releasing the trapped gas too. And then exit the right leg. Take the left knee towards your chest and press it down and watch how your spine is flat on the ground. And bring it as close as possible to you and release and relax. And go to the other side. The knee should be brought to the center and it should not be towards the right side. That will strain again. So gently bring it towards the center and then press it firmly, not hard. Release again. And then both of them together. Wrap your arms around or interlace your fingers or hold the kneecap, whichever way is comfortable to you. Not to cross, but keep them parallel. And then go down again, nice and easy. And release again. It makes you feel very good. Now the left foot, the left leg is released. The right foot on top. Let me do the right side so you can see it's visible more to you. The left foot is on top of the right thigh. Hold the left foot with your right hand and bring the left knee all the way to the ground, stretching your hands so. These are hip openers. The back might arch a little bit. And now slowly move it towards the other side, gently, only to the extent you can. Don't go putting unnecessary, unreasonable targets of bringing the knee to the ground. It might happen at a later stage of your practice. But right now, a little bit of a twist helps a great deal in twisting the spine. Now do the same thing to the same movement to the other side. Placing the right foot on top of the left thigh, hold the foot firmly, and then press the right knee down all the way to the floor. Opens the hip and the pelvis. And then raise up slowly and hold with the left hand, the right knee, and gently coax it down to the other side. Rolling your head simultaneously to the other side. Shoulders on the ground. A gentle push towards the floor will make you feel comfortable. Get back again to the center. Exit out of the pose. Once again, raise your knees if you have any back strain. Sit comfortably and lie down, not sit comfortably. Lie down on the mat, relax your body, close your eyes.
So 9 and
Good. Get up slowly from the pose and come up to a sitting pose. So those are the exercises. A part of the supine poses of yoga for back pain. And when you practice them continuously, what we require is at least 5 to 6 hours of yoga in a week. That's not too much to ask for, but it can release a great deal. 6 hours of yoga is equivalent to, 600 hours of pain release. So it's as simple as that. You do yoga practice, but do it with total focus, understanding the physiology and the anatomy involved in your hatha yoga. And it definitely should make you feel and keep you away from the doctors or the surgeon's blades. That's what we're trying to do. And let's now go. We will now be taking you to the next part of the yoga, which especially for the people with back pain, we are going to show you variations for those who cannot sit on the ground cross-legged for a long time. We'll be moving on to sit in the chair and do similar poses or same poses, how you do it sitting on the chair, and further move on to the Surya Namaskar and other poses so that you can have a complete yoga practice. Right? Okay, stay with us. Thank you very much. So you saw how we do those floor exercises or supine poses, which releases your back because you're not defying gravity. At the same time, you massage your spine to the several such movements which are demonstrated to you. That gives a rest to the spine, which is erect and is perpendicular to the floor of the earth. Now we'll take it to the next level, where I will show you how to do the Surya Namaskar. And most of the variations of Surya Namaskar, we make certain that your back is not strained much. So the normal way of doing the Surya Namaskar involves you bending forward from the hip and going down all the way and raising up back again. That's why it strains your back. Well, defying gravity intensely and coming up bothers you. So in order to avoid these kind of strain to the spine and the muscles and the nerves which are related to this spine movement, I'm going to demonstrate to you 2 different variations which we call as a chair Surya Namaskar, or with the support of the chair. One sitting on the chair, and the next one is taking the support of the chair and doing it. So your spine goes and moves with you. And once again, all the Surya Namaskar practices are of 14 poses flowing from one to the other, which to do with the sitting on the chair, or if you go with the support of the chair, or used to without the chair too. It's 14 poses. So let's begin and do the Surya Namaskar. So you can follow it. It's very easy to follow. Please, I would suggest that you practice at least 3 or 4 times at this movement to ensure that your spine movement is there, because quite a few of us with mild back pain too, we are over careful or over cautious and unnecessarily cautious in not bending over, so it makes the spine a little bit stiffer. What you should normally do is to take precautions. We're not overcautious, so please be very careful. No forward bending beyond the hip, 1. No lifting weights. If you need to pick up something from the ground, make certain you're bending both the knees. or at least one knee, and go on a semi-bending pose and raise up the object. So, bearing these in mind, if you do the Surya Namaskar, you still have your spine movement totally, and also you can do several such movements which you probably will not do if you do not strengthen your spine. So here we go. So I'm going to show you how it is done first. The standing in front of the chair. So you place your chair right outside the mat, at the top of the mat. You place the chair facing you, and you go close enough to the chair so you don't have to lean heavily forward. And like I said earlier, it's 14 poses. The first one is the Namaste. Both the palms together. It's more like this. When your forearms and the elbows are parallel, your chin is parallel to the floor, so the entire spine is in one single erect and tall, but you cannot lose the normal S curve of the spine, but the back is straight. So you put your back straight, your spine tall and erect, shoulders sloping down, and your ears, shoulders, waistline, and the ankle bone in one single line. Or, like we always say, your head is over your heart and heart is over your hips. So let's go. 1 is Namaste. 2, out, up and back. This is incorrect. Don't lean your upper body. Leave the spine back and just produce your hand forward. Take it just outside your ears. And a gentle upper back bend. If you wish, you can look up. And then slowly get the hand, the head and everything hinging from the hip. Place your hands in the base of the chair. Inhale again, one more time. Raise up again. Whenever you can, bring the head in between the hands. A gentle upper back bend. It should not be the lower back. After time, we push our lower back inside, thinking that this is the correct way of doing the back bend. Not so, not necessarily. You need to lift from the breastbone and then go down all the way down. The back is flat. If I place a teacup, it should not fall. That flat it is. And then take slowly the right foot back, right heel to the ground, and gently look up. And a couple of times take your spine inside, round your upper back, take your spine in, round your back, and then bring the foot forward, and then take the other foot back. The heel of the back should be on the ground. The toes and the heel one straight line, your hips are square, so not so. So. And then need to adjust yourself in such a way that you are okay to keep your heel over the hips, the heel down the hips, and then go gently again, bring the foot back, raise up slowly, and then hips to the right, hips to the left, twist to the right, twist to the left, a gentle back bend, and flow down. That should be count 13 and 14 back to Namaste. That's your supported Surya Namaskar, where at no point of the part of the time we go all the way down. That was a Surya Namaskar supported with the support of the chair. Where you should truly be careful is when I say move your hips to the left and move your hips to the right. Oftentimes what we do is we just move your hand to the right, so not much movement to the hip. So when you take your hand to the right side, you are moving your hip far. It does not move from the hand. So interlock your thumbs and push the hip far out so you can see how the hand is taken by the hip and not the hip is taken by the hand. So when you move your hand, this is incorrect. There is not much movement to the hip, whereas this is correct. The hand need not go all the way, but you're pushing the hip from the left side toward the right and feel a beautiful stretch parabolically to the spine and pushing the hip up. Get back to the center, push it deep. Don't try to overdo it. and then get back. Remember, this is for people who have a back strain. And then the twisting again the same way. You move from the last rib cage, get back to the center. And this is incorrect when you move your foot, arch your foot or move your knee. Feet firmly to the ground, move from the hip and twist. The last rib cage, get back to the center, flow out and back to Namaste. Those are the corrections. Again, when you take the knee back, I'm going to show you with my left foot. Now, the right foot in the front should not be taken beyond the ankle bone. So again, this is incorrect. It puts a lot of strain on the knee joint and in the foot too. So your knee should be placed right on top of the ankle bone, and your back is slightly sloping. Oftentimes we make a mistake of pushing the knee. At the same time, watch my back. This is incorrect. You push your lower back inside and look up. There's a lot of strain to the spine as well as to the knee. So you draw your knee back over the ankle. Just slope your spine gently. This is what is required. Now I'm going to show you the other side so you can watch clearly how it works. Press, get it back. Now, the right leg goes back and my left foot is to the front and is placed, the knee is placed right on top of the ankle bone. And then press firmly. If you want to adjust the chair a little bit back and forth, it's perfect. But don't let the chair push you forward. This once again could be damaging to you. Please be careful, you will slip and fall. So make certain that you are adjusting the chair to or in a position where you're very comfortable. And then bend the knees. If you want to go a little further and feel the stretch, it's better to move the leg at the back or the right leg a little further, feeling the stretch right from the heels, calf muscle and the back. And the back knee does not bend. The knee in the front alone bends, and this is incorrect, this is correct. And you can look down, slowly, press in the chair, and get back slowly. And the feet should be parallel, so that you're comfortable. And then raise up slowly, head in between the hands. And like I said earlier, you move the hips, and then to the other side, and twist. And twist. Make it simple and then flow out. Back to Namaste. Feet apart, hands behind. It goes more like so when seen from the front profile. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. Exhale slowly. And you can go on to the second or the third round if you're quite comfortable. If you're not comfortable, then you do it in the second version, which I'm going to demonstrate to you now. All right, so watch. Get the chair as close as possible and pull the chair slightly and set the center of the chair, not too much to the edge, not far too much behind. Some of us who do not have long legs or we are short, the legs may come up. So A, you can get a chair which will fit your size. Or B, you can just go slightly forward. Make certain the feet are planted firmly on the ground, so the hip and the knee in one straight line, and there it goes, drops to the ankle bone. The space between the feet, the knees, and the hips are the same. This is how it goes. Another set of 14 poses flowing from one to other, and this is Namaste one. This is incorrect, this is correct. Don't push your lower back, belly to the spine, not spine to the belly. Now, make certain you're not sitting on any of your clothing. If you're wearing long flowing clothing, and back again to Namaste, and inhale. Again, this is incorrect, this is correct. Stretch out. Inhale, out and up. 2, slight upper back bend. 3, fold, hinge from the hip, put your rib cage to the thigh, drop your head, neck and shoulder, and just slightly look up. The back should be flat. You're totally relaxed. If you can get your fingertips to the ground, it's good enough. If you're able to go a little further, put the palm down without straining your spine, better still. Your spine is well rested because the rib cage is on the thigh. And now lift up again. Get the head along with you. And then move yet another time the same way. Flow down. And raise up again. And now move the hips to the left. So you're flowing to the right. Move the hips to the right. You're flowing to the left. Get to the center. Twist to the right. And twist to the left. Get back to the center. Flow down one more time. Raise up again. And then back to Namaste. Those are simple things. Now, when you're coming down, don't do this. Instead, lift your chin and come down. And later, drop your head for the flow of the blood to the cranium. And when you lift up, get the hands as much as possible along with the head up and go to a gentle back bend. Your spine should no point of time be bothered or strained. That's the second version of Surya Namaskar. So that make it easier for you. And whenever you get up, press on the base of the chair and lift your body right from the crown of the head. So this is how you lift up. When opposed to that, quite a few of us have this tendency of doing this. This is totally wrong and puts a lot of pressure. So hold it. If you have an armchair, if you do not have an armless chair, then press the body weight on the chair and then lift up straight. And go down the same way, holding the arm of the chair. When you're coming down to sit in the chair, make certain your hands are leading you. So you just bring your spine along with you. And never go without looking where the chair is. Make certain you do not in any way do this. This is wrong. This is going to puncture your spine a great deal more. So please be careful. So these are the two different ways of doing Surya Namaskar, but both of them have 14 poses. So these are the two different versions of Surya Namaskar, especially for those of you and those of us who is suffering from back strain and back pain. So let's now conclude this session by relaxing ourselves a little bit after the movements we did, which hopefully is not going to exhaust you or hurt you in any way. Now, those of you who are comfortable may sit cross-legged on the mat or sit like so in the chair. Draw your body slightly back, but the feet should be planted firmly to the ground. Once again, it should be ankle bone, the knee on top of it, and the hips in a straight line between the knee and the hip should be maintained. And once again, raising up to the shoulders and the chin parallel. This will always keep your spine well and good. And not to exaggerate the spine in, but take the belly slightly inside. So we do the alternate nostril breathing again. The reason for that is when you're doing the movement, there is a lot of toxins released. Now when you're doing the alternate nostril breathing, those are eliminated out. So here it goes, like I explained earlier. You begin with the left exhalation. Do it for about 10 or 15 times. Exhale through the right nostril. And we get the hand back again to the lap. So it will close the eyes for about 5 to 10 seconds. Take a deep breath and exhale slowly. And here you are. This is how you maintain your spine health. So please, if you have any clarifications required at any time, contact any other personnel or you can contact me directly. My coordinates are always available in this video or in any other way, whoever contacted you for this. Thank you very much. Have a great time. Get rid of that spine strain. Thank you.